he not handling that. Eggman can't handle that. Sage could. And oh, yo, let's go. And he said, "I'll crush you." Eggman got it. Eggman got it. What's good, YouTube? We are back with another reaction. This time we are doing Bowser versus Eggman Death Battle. This is like one of the highly requested ones after I did Mario and Sonic. We gonna watch this one because I know, if I'm not wrong, Bowser, I forget who wins, but I know someone on Eggman's side gets slimed out terribly. I remember it went stupid viral. My friend was telling me about it because I'm a big Sonic fan. So like, and he's a Mario guy, bro. Me and him be arguing about Sonic and Mario all the time. I'm someone who thinks that Sonic is like, I think Sonic is better than Mario. We can have a whole debate on that another time. Let's just get into it.
Bowser versus Dr. Eggman, the king of the Koopas and the baddest of badniks.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
If I had to say guess off just knowledge of both of these, I would assume, so let's say like, what's the group of enemies in Sonic Lost World? Do they count like people like that in Eggman's army? If not, then I don't know. Like, does a Time Eater count? Yeah, someone just said that. Does a Time Eater count in Eggman's army? What's the Time Eater? Time Eater is the main villain of Sonic Generations. No, he does not count. They do not count. Wow, okay. So if there's no Time Eater, I'm assuming no Dark Gaia. If we're going fleet for fleet, I would assume, like, Eggman's just more technically advanced. I feel like one missile would burn down anything Bowser has. All of Bowser's stuff is like wooden. His airships are made of literal boards. I think literally one actual like fighter jet from like Eggman's side could wipe out an entire fleet of Bowser's. So I feel like when it comes to that, Eggman got it clear. When it comes to the actual troops, is there anyone on Bowser's side that's stronger than Metal Sonic? Kamek would give niggas trouble. Kamek actually catch Metal Sonic though. King Boo can warp reality? Are you serious? How? Like, are we talking just like the mirror thing? Like him going through like a different, it was like a different kind of quote unquote dimension? Are you serious? That's like an actual reality warp ability? Yo, power scale. Yo, every day I realize power scaling go deeper than I ever realized, bro. I would have never thought, I would have never converted his ability to that. Yo, he's like the only scary Boo too. He's actually the only scary Boo. King Boo worked with Bowser several times. When? I thought he was Luigi's Mansion exclusive. Paper Mario 5 he did? Oh, that's crazy. Dr. Eggman would have General, right? I would assume General would go crazy. Does Chaos count? If Chaos counts, I don't know how does Bowser beat Chaos? Or Bowser's army beat Chaos? Like, the biggest threat on Bowser's army is Bowser himself. I think Bowser could clear a lot of people on Eggman's, but like, I think he'd have trouble with Metal Sonic, Chaos. Someone in the chat said, Zeph, I don't know what the chat's telling you, but yes, they do take account Time Eater. Won't tell you if it actually appears in the fight, but do know Time Eater is in fact in consideration. If he is, I think it's easy Eggman. But the way y'all talking, I don't think Eggman wins this, bro. I don't remember the result of the fight. I haven't seen the whole video. If I'm going off pure knowledge, I feel like Eggman would probably win this clear. I think Bowser's the biggest threat. Bowser's a dog, bro. Bowser's gone through like black holes and came out unscathed. Bowser's the biggest. Like, Bowser could probably solo most of this entire army. Except like, I think Time Eater he'd have trouble with, I feel like. I think Time Eater is just like, that's kind of crazy. And do you think Bowser's stronger than Supersonic? 2 Supersonics at that. Do you think Bowser's stronger than 2 Supersonics? And the 2 Supersonics were literally making time. It was some crazy power scale feat in Generations. They were like making time as they fought. It was something crazy. Someone could like legitimately quote me on that in the comments. I don't know. I think it's clear Eggman. But to how y'all talking, I don't think Eggman wins this. y'all are not convincing me, bro. Let's get into it though.
Ah, the Mushroom Kingdom. A peaceful land of kindness, adventure, love.
Boring! Move aside, princess. It's time this place got way more awesome. Here comes King Koopa himself, better known as Bowser.
The moment this orphan star child was found by Kamek.
Do they count Mario and Luigi's Bowser Inside Story where like he could dead swallow like everything? Yo, that's one of the best Mario games of all time, by the way. People don't talk about that much anymore. That's one of the greatest Mario games ever made. Pause on that, my fault. But if Bowser can swallow, who's beating him, bro? Who's beating him? That throw game insane.
However, Bowser is nothing if not persistent.
Look at him! Dude's built like a brick house strapped to a saw trap. That spiked shell takes a lot of punishment. Not even
Yo, the editing is crazy.
And the Koopa King doesn't just breathe fire and control lava. He commands nature itself.
Spitting meteors from outer space, beckoning the earth with a snap, inhaling torrents of wind, straight up calling down lightning. What else has he got?
Oh, just a little dabbling in dark magic.
Hell yeah.
Bro, they're counting Mario Party? They did count Mario Party for Mario. Oh, that's so unfair, bruh. There's no way. Who you got your money on? I got my money on Dr. Eggman, but I don't know. If we're using power scaling terms, Mario Party is crazy. They run from like different dimensions through the pipes and stuff like that, bro. Like Mario Party is like, you could contextualize it into some crazy scaling feats, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
The original NES manual even describes him as a sorcerer king. Magic is how he turned the toads into bricks, only countered by the princess's heart magic.
But that's not all the magic he's mastered. Telekinesis, creating perfect clones, reanimating his undead skeleton.
Yeah, you see?
And
You
worst
see?
of all,
What footage they use? Mario Party. Telekinesis, what? Super Princess Peach?
perfect clones.
This is probably Mario Party as well.
Reanimating
Mario
his
Party.
undead
I'm telling you,
skeleton.
whoever said Mario Party is not real scaling, it's not that crazy, you're capping, bro. You're capping. You don't know, bro. Mario Party, these niggas be doing anything. Like, Mario Party is like them old like the old comics I keep mentioning, bro. Where it's like, they just do whatever it is. Like, come on, bro.
He's talked about having a 4-digit IQ, but I've seen this boy
4-digit.
put traps in his own backyard. The Koopa Troop.
An army spanning multiple territories across the mushroom world and beyond.
Goombas, Koopas, the Troopas, and the others make up the infantry. Some with wings, some in shoes, and some even in race cars. They're the red shirts, first in and first out.
Piranha plants, bloopers, and lakitus use their surroundings to get the jump.
Yeah, he got a huge army. Now that I'm seeing it like this, he got a huge army, bro.
For example, Kamek and King Boo both have magic, but Boo has battlefield control with illusions and destabilizing dimensions, while Kamek...
Our dimension could collapse upon itself. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Paper Mario's insane. Is it Paper Mario the game where he had that one crown where he was like, no, that was Dream Team. That was Dream Team, I think. Where he was like indestructible, bro. Like he had like some crown or something crazy.
Bowser Jr., captain of the Koopa Troop.
Spoiled is an understatement. Remember his escapades as Shadow Mario? He terrorized Delfino Plaza with literal evil paint. That whole debacle was basically his attempt at elementary school art class.
Is
Dark
very
Mario, the hot take, I low-key hate Mario Sunshine. Me and Mario Sunshine do not have a good relationship. I don't say hate. Hate is a strong word. I don't like the game like that. I think Mario has done leaps and bounds better in 3D, even 64, in my opinion. But one thing I love about that game is one, how corny it is, and two, Dark Mario and Bowser Jr. They were MVP of that game, bro. He has so much sauce when I was watching it as a kid.
Just one punch from Giant Bowser launched a castle out of
I'm
orbit.
telling you, Bowser, bro. Bowser ain't playing, bro. Bowser is like, he's actually obviously it's Bowser, but like, bro, Bowser could probably clear Eggman's entire army.
Bowser's punch
Crazy.
must have hit with a force of over 125 trillion tons of TNT.
Yeah,
Considering how Yoshi punted poor Raphael the Raven so hard he exploded into a
bro.
constellation of stars, this isn't even close to Bowser's full strength. Bowser's dark magic became so potent he eventually learned how to warp the very fabric of reality.
anything the king of
That's Mario Party. Is this not a Mario Party? One of the biggest things, Bowser could access most of these big hacks with ease, while for Eggman it's more situational, harder to do. That is true. Like Eggman, like most of Eggman's crack stuff, it's like specific minions got it. Like, yeah, the Time Eater is insane. Like, he literally can erase time. But it's just him. If someone on Bowser's squad could beat him, that ability's gone. Eggman doesn't have someone like a Bowser or a Kamek. Like, I think Bowser and Kamek, they're gonna be losing like LeBron and D-Wade, bro. They're gonna be clearing the whole squad. There's nobody else that got it on Bowser's army except for apparently King Boo. Apparently King Boo got it. I never knew that till today. That's just crazy.
He turned all of Yoshi's Island into a storybook. And remember those painted worlds in Mario 64? Yeah, he made those. And the staircase that...
I didn't even know that. He made that? This nigga making pocket universes? Oh yeah, that's GG's.
He also stole ultra-powerful items like the Wonder Flower, which can mold reality like Play-Doh, and the Dream Stone, which can be used to...
Yeah, this is what I was talking about, the Dream Stone. Yeah, I remember this was cracked. This is a cracked ability for him.
But his most iconic thefts are those big shiny power stars.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Infant power stars, aka Lumas, can become whole galaxies. They also ferried Mario across the universe in 3 seconds. That's 489 quadrillion times light speed.
Obviously, the Big Daddy Grand Stars are even crazier. Bowser used one to power his space kingdom, but then guess who showed up to ruin everything? It's a him.
How does this
When the
man
Grand Star
lose?
was free,
Bro, Bowser's the definition of having all the abilities in the world and like you cannot put it to use. How do you ever lose? He would eat these Grand Stars. We just saw he would eat these Grand Stars in Mario
Stars are
Galaxy.
even crazier.
And like if you play Mario Galaxy, bro, Mario Galaxy 2 where Bowser was some of the weakest bosses you would ever play in, bro. He was literally the easiest boss of all time. The final boss of Mario Galaxy 2, even as a kid, always disappointed me, bro. It had the hardest music ever. If you listen to it, you know what I'm talking about. It is the hardest song a Mario game has ever had, and it is the easiest boss ever. You can play with your eyes closed.
Bowser used one to power his space kingdom, but then guess who showed up to ruin everything? It's a him!
and when the Grand Star was freed, it caused a chain reaction that destroyed the entire universe via a massive black hole.
Thanks, Space God, that Rosalina showed up to save
Yup.
the day.
Not that Bowser needed saving. He's been swallowed by another black hole and thrown into a star that went supernova.
Mario Party. Again, I'm telling you, whoever said Mario Party is not crazy stuff, you're gonna see the craziest feats known to man on there.
Imagine if this crazy OP Fire Turtle had to fight himself. Oh wait, he did, and he beat the hell out of him.
With all this power, it's a wonder he still hasn't conquered the Mushroom Kingdom. Perhaps it's because his
That's a flawed accomplishment, though. Dark Bowser didn't use all the abilities that Bowser had, though. Like, yeah, he beat him. And plus, he had Mario and Luigi's up, too. Low-key fraud win. This is not an accomplishment.
the
Fraud win.
Mushroom Kingdom. Perhaps it's because his visions of grandeur were never really what he sought. Surrounding him is a crew of outcasts and miscreants like him. Ride or dies that can't be swayed against him.
Oh, are you saying he's secretly happy because he's got a big monster family now?
Yes, but also when they actually worked together, they legitimately conquered most of the known universe. So,
He's a baddie through
My
and through
goodness.
who will teleport through space and time to show you what's what. Because he's no ordinary Koopa. Make way for the king!
citizens of Earth, lend me your ears. Imagine a world of endless possibility where people are free as the wind. Isn't it disgusting? Now imagine a better world, one with proper guidance and the technology to bring about global peace.
But whiz, only a brilliant mind can make that happen!
Not just any brilliant mind, he's a genius at heart who knows the dangers within. He's Ivo Robotnik.
Dr. Eggman!
As a mad scientist myself, his story is my inspiration, just as Eggman's was his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik, who sought to create world peace through technology. But then his beloved
They use the Bio Lizard? Or does the Bio Lizard count for... I don't know how they'd work, but... They don't count the Bio Lizard. Aw, that's corny. That's corny.
granddaughter, Maria, was killed by the Guardian Unit of Nations, better known as...
Gun. They're
Gun,
freaking
yup.
called G-U-N. Anyway,
Bowser's
Little Eggy grew
Gerald's?
up a lonely narcissist because
Eggman still got it.
Is all
Eggman
this-
still got some stuff, though. Even if he didn't have the Bio
family
Lizard.
talked about was Maria this, Maria that. Boo-hoo!
Neglect and envy tainted Ivo's goals of following Gerald's footsteps. He distanced himself from his grandfather's legacy. Instead of bettering the world, he would conquer it to get the attention he deserved.
If they did, they would have counted Shadow. They would have to count. Yo, Shadow would probably clear this whole camp. But he has Metal Sonic, though. Metal Sonic, I think, would do just as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I bugging?
No,
Would
you
Metal
ain't cra-
Sonic not do damn near just as well as Shadow?
Desperately craved.
Tomato, tomato.
You just said it the same way twice.
He aimed to establish Eggman Land, a capital of science. And this paradise would have worked just fine if not for that blasted Sonic the Hedgehog.
For years, Eggman's plans literally blew up in his face. and he's a very sore loser.
But just like any good experiment, the doctor did more testing, seeking better results.
He's created plenty of knickknacks to terrorize the world with. A laser gun, a cloning ray, mind control cannons, a flying armada, typical evil scientist.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about at the beginning. What Bowser airship cannon is legitimately penetrating any of this? One of these could take out Bowser's entire army. Like, let's be for real though. Let's actually be for real though. Do you really think a Bowser airship is going to, one, either do damage to any of this or even able to survive a hit back? I think the Armada would clear. They would not only clear all of Bowser's airship stuff, they clear up all the like basic Koopas and like Goombas and all that, bro. You know, like I think when it comes to just army, like Eggman, God, it's not even close. It's not even close. I'm underestimating Mario power-ups. Can you give a power-up to an airship, my nigga? I'm talking about just the airship. Can you give a Mario power-up to an airship, though? I don't think so. Like, come on, bro. Like, unless he's giving stars to every little, like, Koopa and Goomba on the field, bro, like, one Armada from this fleet is wiping them all out. Like, I swear. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's completely fair.
Then there's the big ones. He invented a spatial displacement trap, which, while online, scatters a target's atoms across space. Oh, and then there's the metal virus, which transmutes organic tissue into living metal zombies.
I heard this
deadly, it
IW
created
comic
a plague that nearly wiped out all life on Earth.
Damn, Eggman never made himself immune to it. That's a whoopsie.
And when he's not duping you with decoys, he's riding in style with the Eggmobile. It's lightweight for maneuverability, but tough enough to withstand moon-sized explosions and even the center of a black hole.
I mean, it's kind of lame looking, but he can plug it into big bad mechs like the Egg Walker or the Death Egg Robot, whose giant laser once obliterated 77,000 cubic meters of rock in an instant. That's like having an atomic bomb in your pocket all the time. Oh, okay, maybe this guy's pretty cool.
Eggman built machines for a long list of combat situations. Some look...
Yeah, OD, bro. This is not counting like the Death Egg either. Death Egg blew up the moon, bro. That wasn't Death Egg, though. That was Gerald's thing. But Death Egg did that in the movie, though. No, I'm misremembering. That was still Gerald. I think that was still Gerald. Never mind.
Like Knights.
Death Egg is still broken, though.
Others use extraterrestrial sources like the Wisps. And then there's the orbital bases, like the Death Egg.
The reference is obvious, but Darth Vader's version is like a toy compared to the Death Egg, which can annihilate stars. Woof! A whole constellation gone in one shot.
That's not to say Eggman doesn't enjoy scrapping with blue hedgehogs himself. Enter the Egg Dragoon.
Hell yeah! The rawest of the battle
Yeah, the
mechs.
Dragoon's
It's got
fire.
electric drills. It's got ice
Fire.
missiles.
There's a
It's
reason
got
why they keep
a
bringing this
whole
one
lot
back.
of bullets.
In Unleashed, yeah, that was 101. It's 101,
My
bro.
God, Wiz, I need it.
And don't forget, Eggman built all of these things himself. Maybe world domination is in his grasp yet.
One problem. Eggman's a turbo loner. No hobbies, no friends, no wife, no nothing.
Come on, he has friends. I mean, he's a feminist. Oh, okay, maybe not, but what about Infinite? Sure, they might have joined forces over a mutually sought revenge against Shadow, but it counts. Sort of. Who needs friends when you can build friends?
Obviously, Eggman has a tough time
Okay, so
collaborating with
Infinite,
others,
they count
so he
Infinite.
just-
I don't know how broken Infinite is, but I know the stuff with the Time Stone was kind of crazy. I don't think that does anything compared to Bowser's side. Like, I think Bowser has stuff on his side that could equal what Infinite does. I don't think he's a big needle mover for real. Don't think so.
built his own army instead.
The Eggman Empire.
The Badniks are mass-produced foot soldiers, buzz bombers, crab meats, caterpillars, egg robos, and don't forget those cute little moto bugs. The Badniks may seem simple, but they're led by an elite, multi-talented unit. The hard-boiled heavies. Really leaning into the egg thing, huh?
The army has a wide variety of troops, even your classic comedy duo with Orbot and Cubot. They're Eggman's assistants and immense disappointments. Every genius has their duds.
Hey, at least they're not Scratch and Grounder. But that's why he's
Hey,
made
Scratch and Grounder, Goto.
top-notch
Hey,
boss
Scratch
model
and
back for the
Grounder
Sonic cast,
are some
like
goats,
everyone's
though. Do
favorite
not disrespect.
Robo Faker, Metal Sonic.
Metal Sonic has the most horsepower in the Eggman Empire. He has the moves and speed of Sonic and then some. He's had his rebellious phases, but Eggman's reprogrammed Metal to better follow his commands. Additionally, when upgraded to his Neo form, Metal Sonic could copy biological data, including unique powers like Shadow's time stop technique, Chaos Control.
He could even copy Silver's psychokinesis, and with enough chaos energy,
come on.
he powers up into Super Neo Metal.
Yeah, who on Bowser's side's beating defeating this besides Bowser himself? Yeah, I don't know, man. Yo, I'm talking Metal's gonna have to pull like a 2018 Braun performance, bro. Metal would go stupid. I feel like that's something like Death Battle always picks up on. Like, you know, like it'll be like the most mundane thing, and then they're like, oh, like he was in presence next to like a black hole, just standing there having a conversation, you know? Does this not count as a feat? It's an illusion.
Big sun, bud.
That's an actual sun, though.
Go up, King.
And when
Because
used,
the sun will fall upon you all, boom, the end. Like that's an actual, like, yeah, it's an illusion, but it's an actual sun, though. Unless I'm literally just bugging.
on the planet's consciousness, which is a thing, the ruby granted Eggman the Light Man.
Yeah,
form.
when did he turn Super Saiyan? I gotta learn about this. When the freak was this?
Yep, apparently Super Eggman is canon, though it is pretty complicated.
Let me read this. That isn't. He sounds broken. That last quote.
Yep, apparently Super Eggman is canon, though it is pretty complicated to manifest.
It is an otherworldly space where I can change the world line that failed me long time ago because I was a little careless into a proper one that won't. I can even overwrite the memories of this planet and all who live on it. Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
But the
That's
Phantom
crazy.
Ruby
That sound broken.
isn't the only souped-up gem Eggman has. He's used the Jeweled Scepter to make the world-shattering Egg Wizard. Then, on more than one occasion, he's effortlessly gathered the super rare, super powerful Chaos Emeralds. You know, the things that power Super Saiyan Hedgehog.
Eggman built and built and built, and eventually he built something that started to build on him. Sage was originally designed as a mere assistant, but through an alien encounter, she was granted actual sentience.
Sage is already super powerful,
Yeah,
but
Frontiers
now she's
is fire,
also
man.
super smart.
I really
She
like
thought up
Sage.
millions of battle
I
plans
really like
all at once
Frontier.
to defeat the massive titans.
And you can barely remember where you put your dune bug.
I know exactly where it is. It's at the police impound.
The
Thank
Titans
you
wouldn't
very
count
much.
for Eggman, though. Don't think so. Unless they're just mentioning them to mention them. I don't think that they would not count. I don't think so.
Sage was Eggman's saving grace. He had previously found machines with personality lacking, but Sage's great adequacy in serving her function provided Eggman with something that, for the first time, he'd hate to lose. In essence, a sort of daughter.
So, like any good daddy, gave her the keys to his car, his spaceship, and his orbital death ray. Hell, now she controls the entire army.
And this frankly unheard of trust from Eggman became crucial in defeating the End, a primordial entity so mighty even Supersonic struggled against it.
Their battle can only be described as peak fiction, because charged by 7 Chaos Emeralds, Supersonic's no joke.
The power of one emerald can shift continents. All 7 together can shift the universe.
And kill some pretty terrifying bosses, like Eggman's Time Eater, which ripped apart space-time like tissue paper.
In short, Chaos Emeralds give thoughts power.
So they do count Time Eater. Okay, so I don't know how Bowser would beat that.
With them, Eggman's
We'll have to
best
see.
machines can run indefinitely while matching the greatest powers ever seen. Like when 3 supers battled Solaris, who tried to destroy time itself.
I can't believe they didn't count this in the Mario one. I cannot believe they didn't count that as a feat.
Solaris extended
I'm
its
still
chaos
kind of
across
sick
multiple
about that.
timelines in about 20 seconds.
Still
or
very
73
sick they didn't count
quadrillion times
they
light
didn't count
speed.
that as a
It's
feat.
funny though, while Eggman's smarts have sort of defeated Sonic here and there, he's pretty effective when he teams up with the Blue Blur to save the world.
Well, recall how Professor Gerald was a good person before losing the granddaughter he loved. In Eggman's case, now that he has Sage, perhaps a similar story is playing out in reverse.
Nah, Eggy will always have a harebrained scheme behind his cufflinks.
So watch out, critters and plebeians of the world. He is the Eggman, and he's got the master plan.
Let's see this. Let's see this.
I've come to make an announcement. This territory is now the base for my upcoming Eggman Land 2. What a joke. I am Dr. Eggman, your new genius overlord.
That's the Armada, man. That's the Armada, man. Okay, W drop kick from Bowser. Okay. Yeah, Bowser gonna do a lot of clearing. Bowser gonna do a lot of soloing. Yeah. And the Dragoon already out is crazy. Yo, the Dragoon already out is crazy. Yo, he did not use that effectively. You should have wiped out a lot more. Oh, no way. Okay, W fake. I thought that was real for a second.
Call these toys an invasion force? I've seen Toads do better. That's a decoy, idiot.
His power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength.
I imagine that's how it go. I would imagine that's how it go. Oh, that's what. Oh, that's what y'all niggas was memeing? Oh, nah. You telling me bro couldn't move out the way? Is he not Sonic speed? Am I tripping? There's no way a Thwomp could just solo. What? Oh, there's no way. There's no way. Oh, there's actually no way. You can't tank a Thwomp, my nigga? You can't tank a Thwomp? Bro, Mario can tank 2 hits from it. Nah, that's actually absurd. Oh my goodness, bro. They gotta explain this, because there's no way a Thwomp can actually just one-shot this thing. There's actually no way. There's actually no way. There's legitimately no way. These niggas, they better explain it to me the moment that's over. This is how I need to get explained. I need this to get explained immediately, bro. That is actually so absurd, what I just witnessed. Oh my goodness. Well, Mario can't take 2 hits? Yes, you get hit by a Thwomp in a Mario game, it's is it not 2 hits or is it instant death? It's 2 hits. A Thwomp in a Mario game, Thwomp is 2 hits. Yeah, it's 2 hits. I'm not tripping. I play Mario. Come on now. That's so crazy still. Oh, there's Go. Oh, there's LeBron. Oh, there's Bron. Oh, look at this, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yo. Wait. Oh, that's actually so sad. They can do that, too. If Mario Party's canon, they can legitimately do. Yeah, it's like, dude, Bowser might win this, bro. Yo, Mario Party got too much hacks, bro. I'm telling you, bro. To whoever said Mario Party's not like that, you don't know Mario Party. Mario Party's not fair, bro. That's not fair. That's just legitimately not fair. My goodness. All right, there's Go. Oh, yeah! Oh, no! Oh, did him dirty. Did him dirty.
All according to plan.
You've lost the battle before it has begun.
Excellent work as always.
Oh, there we go.
Ready to wrap this up, Sage?
As you command.
All right, let's see this. Let's see this comeback.
Showtime.
Are we coming back? My God. Don't tell me that knocked out Neo, though. Neo gotta come back. He didn't even go super yet. Yeah, he not handling that. Eggman can't handle that. That robot's not handling Bowser like that. Sage could. Oh, man. Oh! Oh! Yo, hold on. Yo, the animators go crazy. Hold on. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Yo, let's go. And he said, I'll crush you. And he said, oh, they know sauce. Oh, no, they know sauce. They know ball. Nah, I got Eggman. Eggman winning this, bro. Eggman got it. Yeah, Ken McSal is just Bowser. Yeah, Eggman got it, bro. Eggman got it. Yup. Knocked his sorry ass. Knocked out his sorry ass.
Keep your hands off my...
Oh, they got that. Come on. There's no way a Power Star stronger than... There's no way a Power Star stronger than that. There is no way a Power Star stronger than that. There's no way a Power Star stronger than there's no way. Oh yeah! Put that nigga in the grave! Alright, Eggman won, right? I'm gonna just end the death battle here and pretend he won. I'm just gonna end the death battle here and pretend he won. I'm just gonna end the death battle here. I would just pretend that nigga won. How did Junior still live?
Curses! Sage! Fire it again!
Wow. Wow. My parlay. Wow, dog. Wow. And they got them niggas joining Bowser's army in return. Shout out my man DD Ren X with the tier 1 sub, bro. You the GOAT. But damn. Wow. No way, bro. Oh, y'all got ads? Y'all got ads? Alright, I'ma chill. Someone tell them I'ma chill. But oh my, let me just go back before I continue. Somebody tell chat that I'm not gonna go forward till the ads done. There's no way a Power Star was stronger than the Chaos Emeralds.
How dare you keep...
There is no way. Okay, if there is, shout out Mboso for real with another tier 1 sub, bro. You the GOAT, twin. You actually the GOAT, bro. But what was I gonna say? If a Power Star is actually that powerful, I think Mario Games' problem, they are so terrible at showing how powerful these characters actually are. If this is legitimately the case, I think Mario Games are legit. That's the Grand Star. That's the same star that Bowser would eat at every single Mario Galaxy boss, right? That's the same star. Let's look that up right now. Because I think Mario Games are just legitimately terrible at showing the power of these guys. Every time you beat him, he spits one out. Yeah, every time you beat him, he spits one out. And he disappears. Yup. Hold on, let's see. That's not dark magic, bro. But like, I feel like they're just like, you telling me Bowser's one of the most, if Bowser's that powerful, Nintendo really got him just punching small little dinky planets like this. He's getting hit with balls to the face and he's getting knocked out. Like, forgive me if the games do not convince me that this man's powerful. I know that he is. But like, the games do no convincing. This is one of my this is probably my favorite Mario game of all time. I played this game when I was a kid at least 15 times. I never liked the battle. I never liked the boss battles. I never not once enjoyed the boss battles, bro. There's no way Bowser's that powerful. They make him so weak in the games. We're gonna watch the post, but like, what? Oh, come on. Let's get to
this. This war was not an easy one to win, which might seem surprising given how the Sonic series is not afraid to show how tough its cast is, while Mario's comes across as more cartoony.
But is it?
Not like that. Like yes, cartoon. Someone in the chat said that. Like, yes, they come off more cartoony, but it's like even when it's time to show off the feats, they don't really go crazy. Like they don't really go crazy when it comes to showing how powerful they are for real. But I guess they are correct in that sense, where it's like, yeah, Mario's way more cartoony. They are correct, but they just don't know how to show off the power even when it does get serious. Is what I meant. Like even when it does get serious, I don't think they show off how powerful they actually are.
Turns out Bowser had everything he needed to take Chrome Dome down.
They undersold Eggman's army? Yeah, there's no emerald. There's no emerald mentioned. Like, am I bugging? And there's an evil version of him too in Sonic Advance. And he has everyone's abilities. Like, am I tripping? He would be a big factor. Like, maybe not to Bowser, but like Emerald would have done some to everybody else. Like, I don't know, man.
Into 5 categories.
First up is physical stats. Bowser pretty handedly outmatched any of Eggman's usual mechs, like the Egg Dragoon or the Death Egg Robot.
The Death Egg Robot.
This fight was animated by one person. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. Emerald is dead. Does that really that's it? Like, does that really matter though? They're showing machines that are destroyed technically. Like Emerald being dead doesn't really matter. Like they're showing machines that Sonic has been murked off the planet, you know? This being animated by one person is crazy. I saw that in the chat. This being animated by one person is crazy. By he did a fantastic job. Whoever that is, shout outs to him. They didn't even show Time Eater either. Time Eater did not show up at all.
But could level cities. Bowser could punch a
Why didn't Time Eater show up? They dead talked about his feats too.
castle out.
Oh, they hold him so bad. Where's the rest of the Metal Sonics? Boy, slow. The rest of the Metal Sonics ain't gonna do nothing, bro. The rest of the Metal Sonics ain't gonna do something. They ain't gonna do nothing.
Death
Let's
Egg
see
could
this.
destroy stars, but Yoshi could match that level of power, and Bowser's strength is certainly above the green dinosaurs. Plus, while both Bowser and Eggman's tech survived black holes, Bowser's was much larger.
So, he may win stats, but this could change with their powers. With so many items and minions, that could make all that a moot point.
Aside from power-up items, both could manipulate minds, create duplicates, and alter space-time. However, Bowser had a significant edge in having access to the majority of his abilities at all times.
Yeah, Eggman can do some crazy stuff, but only across different mechs, fortresses, or space bases. Bowser's all natural. He's got all his best powers built in, and he ain't even a robot.
Meaning he wins the war of attrition. He even had counters for battle enders like the Metal Virus and Spatial Displacement Trap. Context matters for those weapons, and both backfired in the past. But more importantly, Bowser could simply reverse the effects with his transmutation magic. Conversely, most of Eggman's robots could get turned into, say, a frog or a block with no reliable way back. Bowser takes the edge in powers.
Shot,
But
bro.
definitely not for intelligence. Come on.
No
You have a 4-digit
shot.
IQ, Bowser? Really? That's cute. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bowser's not an idiot. Usually. Just really, really clumsy. Poor fella.
Meanwhile, Eggman's an engineering genius who rarely ever gets bested by brains.
Easy dub. Now, let's talk trump cards.
As in, items so powerful, they could decide the entire outcome on their own.
The Phantom Ruby was super dangerous, but specifically targets perceptions. Unlike Bowser's Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real. The Ruby affected a whole planet, but the Wonder Flower had the power to alter the universe. Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of existence.
He ain't
would
even
have
use
no
that either.
Universe. Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of existence would have no problem cleaning up Super Neo Metal Sonic or Time Eater.
Their most prized possession.
Yeah, that's just broken.
Power to alter the
God
universe.
damn.
Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of
Dude, how did Mario beat this nigga? I played this game too. How did we win this, bro? How did they legitimately win this? There's no way. Dead plot. That's real life plot. Wow. Like Bowser could have won right there. I don't know why they made a whole boss battle. He could have just won if he could just think and destroy stuff. Come on, bro. That's insane. That is insane.
had the power to alter the universe. Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of existence would have no problem cleaning up Super Neo Metal Sonic or Time Eater.
Their most prized possessions.
Insane. My goodness. I can't even think off the top of my head something Eggman has as cracked as that. I don't know. Does Sonic Shuffle have something crazy? Yo, does Sonic Shuffle have Eggman doing some crazy reality bending stuff like that, man? Is he even the villain in Sonic Shuffle? What we saying? Like, does he have something crazy like that in Sonic Shuffle? He could turn people into cards, but Boo could do that too. Boo could turn people into mirrors. I mean, yeah, like the mirror thingy, yeah, the painting, actually. He win if he had Solaris. Solaris was not Eggman's, bro. Once Solaris came out, it was out of Eggman's hands. It was completely out of Eggman's hands, bro. Completely out of Eggman's hands.
Was a tougher call.
I think Sonic could beat Bowser. With no Dreamstone, though. Dreamstone, who's beating Bowser with a Dreamstone, my nigga? Apparently freaking Mario can't. I'm gonna look up that boss battle after this. Real life, how, like, Bowser just refused to do that. Cause there's no, how do you win that? Let's finish this, and then I gotta watch that. Like, I'm actually flabbergasted.
Together, the Chaos Emeralds can break the universe, but so can the Grand Stars. Arguably not as much given the Emerald scaling to Solaris, though Power Stars and Grand Stars are far more plentiful. Clearly, this is getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options that could win the day instantly, so the safest bet is to call this category a tie.
Which means it's finally time to compare their armies. Eggman seems deadlier at first glance. I mean, look at all those buzzsaws and rockets. Metal Sonic's speed and power alone could solo most of the Koopa Troop. But the Eggman Empire lacked something Bowser had in spades: teamwork and loyalty.
Eggman is a notoriously terrible team player. His alliances are practically guaranteed to fall apart.
Hell, in Sonic Generations, he could barely manage working with himself.
Eggman's army is designed to be controlled by just him. To Eggman, it's harder to command those with free will, hence
true.
his rivalry with the free-natured Sonic.
Meanwhile, the Koopa Troop follows Bowser because they actually like him. They train really hard to cover each other's weak points.
Giving them plenty of advantages as this war progressed, like battlefield control through King Boo's magic and Bowser Jr.'s paint. And since the Koopa Troop doesn't rely that much on technology, Sage's hacking potential had little use.
Also, secret weapon? Kamek is kinda busted. Canceling Metal Sonic's power copying, stealing the Phantom Ruby, and potentially swapping the Chaos Emeralds were huge game changers.
Add on that Bowser and his army can use any Mario power-up item, and they had millions, no, billions of combinations that the Eggman Empire just could not actively plan against. Even with Sage's
Yo, so just Mario abilities are just too broken. Like, what the
millions
freak?
of plans to take down the Titans, she thought them to be unbeatable, which Sonic proved was incorrect.
Just comparing their conquests makes it clear. The Eggman Empire took over the whole planet, but Bowser's troop conquered most of the universe.
Eggman was no pushover. His wit, power output, and ridiculous machines gave Bowser the biggest fight of his life. But
That is not fair, though, to be fair. That is not fair, though. Was it not Bowser's access to the power stars that allowed him to go through the entire universe? The Eggman never had something like that. To be completely fair. Because is it not Sonic Brotherhood when they come back to the dimension, Eggman took over the entire universe? That's literally how the game, like, ends. Like, Sonic, like, is that not how am I bugging? Like, I think that's not fair. That's not a fair comparison. I will give them that. That's not actually fair. Let me see. I swear I'm not bugging with that. Like, Eggman can too. I know this is an RPG. Eggman can take over the universe too. That's literally how the game. Where's the cutscene where it shows Eggman's entire army? It is. They pull back up from the zone, whatever zone they was at. Done took over the whole universe while they was gone. Let's see. Does he say it or something? And then that's it. Then this ends. He doesn't even say anything. Took over the whole planet and then some. That was a crazy ending. Crazy ending. I wish they got a second game. The game sucked, but that was a crazy ending for a story. And that game is the reason why Sega got sued. They're never mentioning that game again. That's literally the reason why Sega got sued and the comics had to get completely reflipped. That game is never getting mentioned ever again. Ever again. Not only was the game bad, even though the story was good, it literally got Sega a lawsuit. Like, they will never mention that ever again.
But Bowser's troop conquered most of the universe.
Eggman was no pushover. His wit, power output, and ridiculous machines gave Bowser the biggest fight of his life. But the Koopa King's ludicrous strength, abilities, and united forces ultimately prevailed.
Eggman tried to poach the king, and now he's cracked and scrambled.
The winner is Bowser.
Next time on...
So Bowser just broke? How do you beat Bowser then? I didn't know the whatever stone was that broken. This was a fire death battle. This was incredible. 10 out of 10. I loved this. This was fantastic. I loved this. This was great. Shout out the animators. They went crazy. But like, how do you beat that? Or Bowser just did not use the ability to its fullest potential. Let's find out. I played this game before. Does like something happen to like lower his guard? Let me see. Or not. I probably have to just watch the whole boss. So Bowser's probably just stupid. Why doesn't he just wish him away? He's just stupid. Like, I don't see, like, is there any weaknesses they exploit here? I'm trying to see if I can skim real quick, but, like, Bowser's just stupid. Dead just plot. Yeah, wow. So I would say Bowser wins this. Like, the death battle showed, Bowser wins that if he's actually smart. If you're actually Bowser, though, I don't think he's doing, if he didn't do that to Mario and Luigi, I don't think he's doing that to Dr. Eggman. He didn't do it to his biggest ops. He's going to think, oh, maybe I should just erase you from existence to Dr. Eggman? I don't think so. Absolutely not. That's crazy. That is insane. So I would say W death battle. They are correct. Bowser definitely probably wins that matchup if they are both actually smart and they use their abilities to their like complete like form. If we're using actual Bowser intelligence, is that 9,000 IQ actually like a fact? I think that was probably a joke. I don't think if you actually see how Bowser acts, is he actually that smart? I don't think so. Obviously taking over the universe, you can't be stupid and do that, but like, is he actually 9,000 IQ smart? Definitely not. I doubt. 100% doubt. So I think if we're talking just game for game, I think Eggman wins though. I think Eggman does win. But if we're talking like if you get their abilities and like you get an actual smart person to command both, I think Bowser wins no contest, which is what the death battle showed. If y'all understand what I'm trying to say. I hope that makes sense. There's definitely probably a debunk video. You know, Sonic fans, like Dragon Ball fans, bro. There's definitely like 50 debunk videos trying to debunk this. I don't think Eggman wins that. They kind of convinced me. I thought Eggman would, but like, nah, Mario powers are so cracked. I didn't know about all the crackness that was going on. That is insane, bro. But great death battle. Great death battle, bro. We will be back again for the Godzilla versus Hulk one. So